miles with a low monthly payment.
Even if one driver has prior tickets or accidents?
Yep. Just get an anonymous online quote and your problem is solved.
Voila!
Let the General help make your life easier. For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time. Caregivers, are you and the person you care for not satisfied with your current home care company? Are you not being paid weekly or receiving time and a half pay? If not, it's time for a change. Excel Home Care offers great weekly pay, medical benefits, PTO, and time and a half. Excel Home Care offers exceptional home care services. Choose a home care company that cares for both you and your client. Call Excel Home Care.
Pit Stop Tire and Auto Center should be your first stop when purchasing new tires, getting your vehicle inspected, or seeking automotive repairs. We offer a variety of repair services, from tune-ups and oil changes to engine repairs, transmissions, suspensions, and more. At Pit Stop Tire and Auto Center, we take pride in our clean shop, experienced technicians, and competitive prices. Call or contact us online or stop by to visit our state-of-the-art auto service center today. Pit Stop Tire and Auto Center, we are your dealership alternative.
And now, Judge Faith rules.
All you showed up with today was yourself. You thought that was going to be good enough. I am not her, sir. Let me tell you, I'm a woman who is brave and think for myself. I am not stressed. Judge for the plaintiff, $680. Your claim for emotional distress is dismissed because you should have known to stop loaning him money once he didn't pay you back for the first time. Your claim is dismissed, $680. Judge before the plaintiff. Good luck.
Learn not to loan any more money out to friends.
I definitely learned next time do not cuddle and get dinner from girls that you're training can give you things.
If you or someone you know has a dispute, don't take the law into your own hands. Let Judge Faith rule on it for you. To submit your case, go to judgefaith.com and tell us your story. See you in court.
Has been serving families for 6 generations, designing, crafting, and placing memorials and mausoleums to honor those who have touched our lives. Our compassionate staff is dedicated to assisting you in creating a story in stone as a lasting and personalized tribute made of the finest granite from Rock of Ages. Our memorials offer perpetual warranties and are customized with care by in-house artisans. Celebrate a life well lived with the guidance of Earl Wentz Monuments in Briningsville.
When you think of heroes, you imagine them flying and wearing capes and spandex. Some daily heroes don't wear capes at all. Some everyday ordinary heroes face the worst case scenarios of daily life, arriving on the scene when you need them most. They show up to do the job, and sometimes it's with the simple gesture of kindness. When you need us, we're there. A1 Towing Service, your everyday ordinary heroes.
Not the gospel of accommodation, not the gospel of wanting to be accepted at any price, no, but the gospel of the truth that Jesus and Jesus alone can save men and women, boys and girls. As long as he gives me a breath, I will proclaim him and his truth until my dying day.
Sunday on WFNC TV. Today on Judge Faith, a trio of prominent and successful businesswomen demand answers from the editor and co-author who allowed a book with her essays in it to be published without their permission.
Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune is my grandmother. My grandmother was what I call an American icon, and she was an advisor to 4 United States presidents throughout her life.
I remember my co-authors on 1 or 2 conference calls, and then they never came on again.
We all met on Katrina's project, The Queen's Legacy. We find ourselves here because we try to do things above board.
When I
told them that the book went to print without my signature. They didn't believe me.
Well, you all are definitely inspirational. I'm inspired today, and I just only know a little bit about the chapters of the book.
Faith Jenkins. Her distinguished legal career began when she graduated first in her law school class. She quickly became a tough New York City prosecutor, and then a preeminent legal analyst on cable news. And now she's the judge in her own courtroom. Her cases are real, and her rulings are final. She is Judge Faith. Plaintiffs Katrina Ferguson, Dr. Evelyn Bethune, and Dr. Shirley Clark say they asked Haley. Says she doesn't know because it wasn't her fault the book was released with the plaintiff's chapters, and they should be suing the publisher. She's countersuing for slander. She's accompanied in court today by Harold Parker.
All rise. Court is in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, the litigants have been sworn in. This is the case of Ferguson and Bethune and Clark versus Haley.
Thank you, Juan. Katrina Ferguson,
Yes, Your Honor.
Dr. Evelyn Bethune,
Yes.
and Dr. Shirley Clark.
Yes.
You are suing the defendant, Teresa Haley,
Yes, ma'am.
for $5,000 for unauthorized use of intellectual property and likeness, and this is related to a book release, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are countersuing, ma'am, for $5,000 for slander.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll hear from you, Miss Ferguson, first, and Dr. Clark, would you mind taking a seat? And I'll call you at the appropriate time to hear your testimony. Tell me, because I understand all of you are published in different capacities. Just give me some background.
I am Katrina Ferguson again, and I'm an author, a publisher, an inspirational speaker, a life coach. And as such, over the last 10 plus years, have really seriously been building a brand in that arena.
But what about you, Dr. Bethune?
Well, I am an author, motivational speaker, and I also have a publishing company, Bethune Publishing. We all met on Katrina's project, The Queen's Legacy. We find ourselves here because we try to do things above board.
And I couldn't help but notice your last name. Tell me a little bit about your family history that you know in your paperwork.
Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune is my grandmother, and I am very proud of that fact. My grandmother was what I call an American icon.
She is. She was.
She absolutely did incredible things. Founded Bethune-Cookman University in 1904, and she was an advisor to 4 United States presidents throughout her life. I tell people that you cannot talk about American history during my grandmother's lifetime without calling her name.
Right.
Because of the kinds of things that she did.
Yes, legend. And you submitted some photos.
That is a picture of my grandmother actually at her office in Daytona Beach at Bethune-Cookman. And that is a picture of my little big head sitting on. The name of the book is Bethune, Out of Darkness into the Light of Freedom.
I would really be interested in reading that, so I'm going to pick up a copy because that's amazing family, rich family history that you have there. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And what about you, Miss Haley? Give me some background on you.
Yes, ma'am. Basically, I was part of Miss Ferguson's book, Queen Legacy, as she also stated. I've always wanted to be my own author, to have my own book
Now,
published.
this book that's in question in this case, was this your first time being published?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that's what we're here about, because there was a book published. You all were asked to be contributors in this book. Sometime down the road in the process of the book being edited and your specific chapters being edited, you decided you didn't want to be a part of the book anymore, and you asked for your material to be pulled. That did not happen. The book was published, and all that material was included in the book. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
And when was the book published, ma'am?
Well, Your Honor, that's another reason why we're here, because I'm not sure when the book was published.
Why aren't you sure about that?
Coming up, the decision to release the book is called into question.
Someone contacted me and said, I'm on Amazon.com and your book is released. I never signed off on the story.
Did you tell the publisher that the 3 plaintiffs wanted their material removed from the book?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Do you have proof of that with you today?
When you have girl, Pepto Ultra Coating will treat your stomach right. Try new Pepto with Ultra Coating.
So download your new app.
Oh?
It's nice. Let you pay the general right on your phone. Or find a place to pay with cash in person. And you can can check your claim status. Boom! There's your proof of insurance.
Well, we built it to do everything.
Yeah, but I wanted to do one more thing. Order more pizza.
Hey, hands off. That's my buddy.
Download the General app now and enter for a chance to win $50,000.
For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
I love you, basement guest bathroom. Your privacy makes you my #1 place to go #2. I love you, but sometimes you stink. Febreze Air Effects doesn't just mask, it cleans away odors. Because the things you love the most can stink. And try Febreze Small Spaces to clean away odors for up to 30 days. Breathe happy with Febreze.
For some people, this is clean enough. But why settle for clean when it could be finished? When you want more than just clean, there's finished. New Finished Quantum's breakthrough 3-chamber technology combines to scrub, degrease, and shine your dishes. Switch to all new Finished Quantum because it's not clean until it's finished.
I never thought I'd say this, but I found bladder leak underwear that's actually pretty. Always Discreet Boutique. Hidden inside is a super absorbent core that quickly turns liquid to gel, so I feel protected and pretty. Always Discreet Boutique.
Hi, I'm Judge Faith. Follow me on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Plaintiffs Dr. Evelyn Bethune, Dr. Shirley Clark, and Katrina Ferguson say Teresa was informed that they didn't want their chapters published in her book. They're suing for unauthorized use of intellectual property and likeness. Defendant Teresa Haley says she requested the chapters be removed. She's countersuing for slander.
You worked with this publisher on this book, right?
For about 2 years,
And did you have a strained relationship with them? How did you not know that the book was being released?
There was a lot of back and forth going on. We couldn't agree on the cover. We couldn't agree on the
And
front
so
cover.
they just released the book anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
Take me back to the beginning, Miss Ferguson. Tell me what happened.
Well, first and foremost, this was actually Miss Haley's second book because she was published in The Queen's Legacy. And I was approached, she called me initially about publishing a book that she was writing solo by herself. So I called my friend Evelyn and I said, hey, we need to do this.
And you were just submitting one chapter.
Yes, ma'am.
Your chapter was about what?
About understanding your why, your purpose, your potential, which is what it's designed to empower women. Because once you understand who you are, then you can go out and do what you were created to do.
What was your chapter about,
I wrote a chapter talking about someone saying to me if they had known that it was going to be this hard, they wouldn't have done it. And I said most of us wouldn't have done the things that we do if we knew that it would have been this hard. You know, that's why we have to trust God. And so the chapter was a book of encouragement. That chapter was to talk about how we don't know what the next step is. We just have to move forward.
Right, right. Dr. Clark, why don't you step up and let me hear from you?
Yes.
Give me some background on you, then I'll have a few questions for you about the case.
Sure. I am an international conference speaker, and I help people just achieve their goals. That is my life mission, to become an advocate for people change and increase. And so I'm a wealth coach. I also work with incredible organizations such as the Rosa Parks Institute, working to make things better. And I own a printing and self-publishing service for 15 years, going into the 16th year. I've helped over 100 authors publish books. I'm a best-selling author myself. So I know the process of releasing book and how all the whole thing works.
But you submitted your chapter as well.
Yes, I did.
What was it about?
It was the sky is no longer the limit. So it was about, thinking the outside of the box. And just knowing that never allow people to create your world, because they were always created too small for you.
Okay. All right.
No.
Well, you all are definitely inspirational. I'm inspired today. I just want to know a little bit about the chapters of the book. So this is obviously something positive, but according to your paperwork, the bottom line was you didn't like the edits. Did any of you communicate directly with the publisher?
I sent a photo release. That was I never signed off on the story.
And what about you, Dr. Clark? Did you have direct communication with the publisher?
We did the editorial part.
And what about you, Dr. Bethune?
My chapter went directly to Teresa.
So you're the only one that did not communicate directly with the publisher?
Probably. On the actual chapter. The only release form that I sent was for the photo.
Right. But that was directly to the publisher?
Yes.
Okay, so you had direct communication as well. So you all decide you want your chapters pulled from this book.
Not together, but ultimately.
Individually?
Yes.
And you communicate that to who exactly?
To Teresa.
Did you communicate directly with the publisher? Did you tell the publisher that the 3 plaintiffs wanted their material removed from the book? Did you communicate that?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Do you have proof of that with you today?
No, ma'am.
How did you send it? Did you send an email?
Yes.
Where's that email?
I don't have it, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any other proof of that besides the email that you say you sent that you can't produce in court today?
No, ma'am.
Did you tell them not to put the material in the book?
Yes, ma'am. As a matter of fact, I asked them to pull their pictures from the cover. I asked them to pull their chapters from the book. And the way that I personally found out that it was not done is someone contacted me. A personal friend contacted me and said, I'm on Amazon.com and your book is released.
May I see the book? This is the book that was published.
And also there's a chapter in there that's not complete. So they published the book without removing their chapters, without removing their picture.
The 3 of you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't sign off on an edited chapter to send it to. It went to Teresa, and I had the email where she sent me back saying I couldn't finish reading it because I was crying. I sent it through her. They edited it. I got it back, and it was incorrect. It wasn't what I had sent them. It was at that point that I said, you know what? That's it. I'm done with it. I mean, I'll support you, whatever I can do to help, but I don't want my stuff in the book.
The missing piece in this case for me, you say that you communicated directly with her because she's the one that has the contract with the publisher. So you communicate with her aside from sending the photo release and the editorial aspects of it. So you rely on Ms. Haley to communicate this information to the publisher. And then in turn, I have to come in and rely on Ms. Haley as to whether or not I believe her testimony.
Right.
Absolutely. The big missing piece here is the publisher isn't here for me to question what information they actually received.
Coming up on Judge Faith, the authors disagree over the details of the publishing agreement.
People call us, they ask us to write stuff. We have a contract and we get paid. We don't do stuff just to do it because this is how we make our living.
Why'd you do it in this case?
Promotional consideration for Judge Faith brought to you by
When I have a breakout from eczema, I feel like I'm in this shell.
Gold Bond Eczema Relief relieves 5 frustrating symptoms of eczema.
My skin's back.
Need fast pain relief that won't make a mess? Just pick and roll.
Icy Hot Lidocaine No Mess. Desensitize aggravated nerves with max strength lidocaine.
Icy Hot.
Winding down? Hard. Brushing teeth? Easy. New Act Kids toothpaste strengthens and protects developing teeth and helps prevent cavities. New Act Kids toothpaste. Thousands of traditional braces and Invisalign procedures in our state-of-the-art facilities. Additionally, we have an industry-leading patient satisfaction rate of 99%. We promise to always treat you the way you would want to be treated, using only the highest quality materials at a simple fixed fee. Come see what Exeter Orthodontics is all about for yourself.
There's a lot to love about Medicare. There's also a lot to know.
Part A, that's your hospital coverage. Part B is all the doctor stuff.
The most important thing to know, Medicare doesn't pay for everything. I guess what that means.
Yep, you're on the hook for the rest.
That's why it's important to consider an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company. A plan like this helps pay for some of what Medicare doesn't, so you could end up paying less out of your own pocket, and that's nice. And these are the only Medicare supplement plans endorsed by AARP, selected for meeting their high standards of quality and service.
It feels good to have someone looking out for you.
Want to find out more? Call United Healthcare Insurance Company now to request this free decision guide with AARP Medicare supplement plan options to fit your needs. And learn how this type of plan works together with a Part D prescription drug plan.
Here's something else good to know.
With a Medicare supplement plan, you have freedom. Freedom to go with any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients. You're not restricted to a network, ever.
And if you need to visit a specialist, you have a choice there too.
Your coverage goes with you too, anywhere you travel in the country.
We have grandkids out of state.
They love our long visits.
Not sure about their parents, though.
Call United Healthcare now to learn more and ask for your free decision guide.
Want to apply? Go ahead, apply.
Anytime is a good time.
Remember, the number one important thing, Medicare doesn't pay for everything.
A med sub plan can help pay some of what's left. And this is the only plan of its kind endorsed by AARP.
That's the icing on the cake.
I love cake.
Finding the right AARP Medicare supplement plan for you could be just a quick call away. So, call.
Plaintiffs Dr. Evelyn Bethune, Dr. Shirley Clark, and Katrina Ferguson say they expected Teresa to honor the request to remove their chapters from her book. They're suing for unauthorized use of intellectual property and likeness. Defendant Teresa Haley says the plaintiffs are suing the wrong person. She's countersuing for slander.
You brought a witness with you today, ma'am. You're Harold Parker, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you also a co-author on the book?
Yes, I am.
And Mr. Parker, what are you a witness to?
I know that I did an edit, and I agree with him. I complained about the edit, but I did go back directly to the publisher. I mean, I am who I am because, you know, I spent about 24 years in the military.
What part of the military?
Great. But, you know, throughout my career, I mean, I went to LA in the 80s. On the space shuttle.
I didn't call him.
We were on the program on the space shuttle program. I was the guy that did all the support agreements when we gave that
Katie, you better take that back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, your mommy's boy?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Parker. I appreciate your testimony.
Oh, your
today.
mommy's
And
boy?
thank you for your service.
That's worse.
You have a seat. Thank you.
Hey, you shut up. Rhonda, she hit me.
I hit you with a ruler. You all had communication.
My mom, she making fun of me.
At least at one point sent a photo release to them.
Yes.
Why would you then go through Miss Haley?
I left
Tell her to tell the publisher to pull
because I hate you.
you had direct communication with the publisher yourself.
Where
It's
Teresa
full.
did allowed us to, at a point say, listen, I've got so many authors. Why don't I allow them to
You find it.
with their actual manuscript? But when you're dealing with a contract,
Oh, I did.
with the individual, and we can only do what she says.
It's not like her doing a hardcore brace. I used to work on a hardcore brace. But they buy. You don't pay her to publish your book. The main reason that we got involved with this in the first place, when people call us, they ask us to write stuff, we have a contract and we get paid. We don't do stuff just to do it because this is how we make our living.
Why don't you do it in this case?
Because Teresa was a part of the Queen's legacy. That's how this all came together. Every author that is a part of that network, we agreed that we would support each other and we would try to help promote each other's things. One of the reasons we decided to pull out was because things were so confused, and each and every time we got on a call with Teresa, everything had changed.
What is your countersuit about for slander, ma'am?
Because I think that they're slanderizing my name. When I told them that the book went to print without my signature, they didn't believe me.
What?
I feel that they're lying on me.
I don't know.
Their chapters I pulled.
Okay, well, that's not slander. I need to know a specific statement you said they made that is a lie and who they made it to.
Okay, then it's not slander then.
Okay. Your lawsuit is simply about, for one thing, and that is unauthorized use of intellectual property and likeness. And you're suing the defendant, and I believe the right party to this lawsuit is the publisher. Because I believe that, although you don't have the email, and I don't know why, the person, I believe, Mr. Parker's testimony. And it clearly shows her intent to try to honor your wishes and get all of your contributions out of the book.
Coming up, Judge Faith rules.
Closed captioning for Judge Faith brought to you by...
Need fast pain relief that won't make a mess? Just pick and roll.
Icy Hot Lidocaine No Mess. Desensitize aggravated nerves with max strength lidocaine.
Icy Hot.
Jimmy's gotten used to his whole room smelling like sweaty odors. Yep, he's gone nose blind. He thinks it smells fine, but his mom smells this. Luckily for all your hard-to-wash fabrics, there's Febreze Fabric Refresher. Febreze doesn't just mask, it eliminates odors you've gone nose blind to. And try Febreze Unstoppables for fabric. With up to twice the fresh scent power, you'll want to try it again, and maybe just one more time. Indulge in irresistible freshness. Febreze Unstoppables. Breathe happy.
I had receding hairlines. My hair in the front, it's bald.
Now you can get full hair instantly with Topic.
Katie, you can join me now.
The #1 instant solution for fine, fitting hair.
When
Find
I
it.
use Topic, I have a full head of hair that makes me feel sexy and beautiful.
In less than a minute, all my problem areas were completely masked.
Topic Pure Keratin.
At Silver and Silver, we turn denials into approvals.
Silver and Silver. 1-800-94-SILVER.
Remember this. You cannot change the laws of God. When He has visited you in some form of adversity, and He brings you through that, that's like He has increased the strength of the foundation of your life and your faith in Him.
Sundays at 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. on WFMZ TV.
And now, Judge Faith rules.
Based on everything I've heard today, in order for me to really resolve this case, the publisher absolutely had to be a part of this lawsuit, and they're not. And so you're suing for $5,000. I can't order her to pay you $5,000 because I don't find that you have proven to my satisfaction that Ms. Haley did not communicate that information to the publisher. And really what I'm basing that testimony, it will be your word against hers, but really what I'm basing that testimony on is Mr. Parker. I don't think he has a dog in this fight. And Ms. Haley, I want to say to you that when you publish a book and you're getting so many different people involved and their names are involved and their photos are involved at this level, it's a business. You have to be able to hold down your end of the agreements that you make with people, and you need a better paper trail. But in terms of what they're suing you for, unauthorized use of their intellectual property, I don't think you're the person who did that. I think it's the publisher, the one who did that. If the publisher were here, there'd be a different outcome in this case. But based on everything I've heard, your counterclaim for slander is dismissed. Unfortunately, I can't order the defendant to pay you monetary damages in this case. It was a pleasure to meet all of you. Thank you.
I do think that, instead of suing me, that I think that they should go after the publishing company.
We wish the best to the defendant and that you get a revised copy and move us off the cover.
This is not an end to a friendship because we always will support what Teresa does as a part of the Queen's legacy.
We're always going to be supportive, and that is still our friend.
If you or someone you know has a dispute, don't take the law in your own hands. Let Judge Faith rule on it for you. To submit your case, go to judgefaith.com and tell us your story. See you in court.
I'm gonna open up another chest. I'm gonna protect you. I know there's the wrong one.
I'll use on my phone. I'll use it.
That was good today. I only have one key. I need to get on. Because every day I gotta find another key to get more excited. Woohoo!
There are lots of people who are confused about which Medicare plan is right for them.
I barely even touched me. So shut your mouth.
Where to start?
Well, start here with me, Karen. I'm a licensed Humana sales agent.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Karen. I'm John Smith.
Hi, John.
Hello,
At Humana, we know you're unique,
I'll get the doctor
so you
to
have
the
different
house.
needs from other John Smiths.
Yeah, I've always thought so.
Together, we can find a plan that's right for you.
We gotta get done here so we can conduct some
times a year,
devil.
and I have some prescriptions, but I'm never fully sure of what's covered and what's not.
Yeah, I'm
With
saying he
Humana's
watched his butt
all-in-one
yesterday
Medicare
or
Advantage
today.
plans, you get coverage for hospital stays, doctor visits, and Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable and sometimes no monthly plan premium.
Do you have any more information?
Sure. I'll get a decision guide in the mail to you today. They're
I'm trying
free.
to find it for you.
Finally, someone who understands the real me.
Your health and happiness is important to us. Call or go online now to get your free decision guide. Call a licensed Humana sales agent today.
When things get me excited or
I
agitated,
don't remember.
I kind of lose it.
Katie.
Violence unleashed.
He started just pummeling me, he started pulling my hair,
checked
kicking
all
me in
up
the
in there?
face. Did you have a crowbar?
That is it.
Hot bench.
Yeah, I remember.
Today
I
at
closed the
12:30
water.
on
So yes, copy
WFMC
that one.
TV. Like us on
Woo! I found it for you, Katie.
69 WFMC. Serving Eastern Pennsylvania and Western New Jersey. This is WFMC TV.
Oh, blue hair don't care.
You were married to the defendant and remarried your co-plaintiff.
Over, but far from finished.
She threatened having him arrested and to call and have me arrested. She basically called the
Katie,
police
say
and lied
thank
to
you.
them.
I literally just found it.
Get
Hot bench. Judge Tanya Acker. Judge Patricia Domingo. Judge Michael Corriero. 3 judges, 3 opinions, 1
And now I gotta find a Master P, don't I?
is hot
That's
bench.
me.
Chad and
That ain't
Natalie
a chest,
Giddings
is it?
are
What?
suing
What's
Chad's
that? Is that in a
ex-wife,
chest?
Amber Giddings, for cable bills, postal costs,
exactly where
and
it is,
lost
though.
wages. Amber is countersuing for attorney fees.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Ma'am, you may sit as well. Your Honor, this is case number 234, Giddings versus Giddings.
Thank you, Officer Montejano. The name of this case is Giddings versus Giddings.
Correct.
May I call you Chad?
Yes.
Chad, you were married to the defendant.
Correct.
You were married for 7 years.
Correct.
And you eventually divorced, is that right?
That is right.
And remarried your co-plaintiff.
Yes.
Both of you are suing the defendant for
Okay, that's what I got. You won't
unpaid
find
cable
it until you
bills
open up all
amounting
the
to
videos.
approximately $774.
Yes, sir.
And for lost wages amounting to another $700 for a total of $1,474.
Yes, sir.
And you claim that the defendant was responsible for these cable bills.
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Giddings, you claim that you're not responsible, that in fact your ex-husband is responsible for the cable bills, and that you are countersuing for $500 for the cost of hiring a lawyer to defend you from this lawsuit.
That's correct.
So why don't you tell me what your theory of liability is for the defendant? So who wishes to speak?
I can.
Natalie?
Yes.
Can I call you Natalie?
Yes, you can. We had applied for a home loan in June of 2017. I knew my credit was fine. I had dug myself out of a hole from my divorce and built my credit back. And I thought Chad was good. When we went through the process, they denied us the loan and said that he had some unpaid bills. And I got the report from Equifax and contacted the 2 collection agencies. The first one I called was the company representing DirecTV. I found out immediately that the charges were for service that was disconnected for unpaid bills December 29th of 2014.
Do you have a copy of the bills, and can you indicate to us what period of time the bills were for?
Unfortunately, I do not have what period of time the bills were for because DirecTV only holds bills for 24 months, and that period of time has passed.
When did you file for divorce?
I filed in July of 2013.
When was the divorce finalized?
October 17th of 2014.
And in your papers, you indicated that the plaintiff was to be responsible for the bills from the filing of the divorce July 13th to the finalization of the divorce. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You don't dispute that, do you, Chad?
No, Your Honor, the status quo ended when the divorce.
Because you remained in the marital home.
That's correct.
So why do you say you're not responsible for these bills?
First of all, when I filed for the divorce, that was the status quo order. Mr. Giddings continued to pay that DirecTV. I was a stay-at-home mom for all those years with our children. At the time that we were going through the divorce
divorce and our divorce was final. Even in that month or two afterwards, Mr. Giddings continued to come to the home for the benefit of the kids to co-parent. At that time, I told him if he wanted to disconnect the cable, he can, but he'd watch the TV sometimes. I did not work during the time of our marriage. He paid all the bills, and the bills were actually going to his post office box.
Wouldn't you say it was your responsibility to determine what bills, if any, were coming up during the period of time between the divorce filing and the finalization?
No, that's incorrect because, like she just said, the divorce was final in October of 2014, and these bills were for December of 2014.
We have the divorce decree. Let me see a copy of it. Do you have a copy of the divorce?
Yes, sir. And I have the copy of when they came into an agreement.
You have children?
We have 3.
What are their ages?
5, 6, and 9.
Is there an alimony provision?
There is a child support provision.
Has the plaintiff been maintaining his responsibility in that regard?
He's several $1,000s behind.
That's in dispute also. We have a court date in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so there was a computer error when I used to directly deposit the child support into her account each month, and then I was set to go through the state and pay it through the state that way. The state computer put me at 3 months behind.
So why is your ex-wife responsible? Where is your proof that these bills occurred after the divorce was finalized?
I have communication that where they emailed her March the 6th of 2015 and January 18th of 2017, and they confirmed that she did open the emails and did not respond.
Has she acknowledged that these bills were incurred when she would become individually liable for them?
No, she never did a roundabout.
And so you're countersuing the plaintiffs because you claim that because of this, it's caused you a lot of mental anguish, and you've had to get a lawyer to represent you.
That is correct.
You paid the lawyer a fee?
I have already paid her, yes.
And how much did you pay?
I have paid her so far $1,000 and over $750 more.
And you think that the plaintiffs bear the cause of your having to get this lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor. The name of Mrs. Giddings has been continuing to harass me, but I do have.
How has she been harassing you?
I have several police reports. If I can put these on file.
Let's see the police reports.
And I've also got text messages. And
Let's see the text messages.
I'd like to respond to when she said the bills were going to his P.O. box. I have a copy of the bill showing it was going to the address she resided at. Also, here it shows that the bills were actually set up on auto-pay, and that her telephone number is the number associated with the account as far as a contact.
Judge,
so I take a look at the police reports. A couple of them relate to things you claim were alleged threats. Some of them are because you say you didn't bring the kids back on time, you didn't bring the backpack, there was a fight over the backpack. I point that out because these police reports do not eliminate at all the question that we're here to decide. They eliminate your desire to want to be your ex-husband and talk about what a bad guy he was. So we know that the divorce was final in October 2014. So before that, he was responsible for those household expenses. After that, you're living in the house, you're responsible for the expenses. And what you're now telling me is that there's no way to identify when those bills were incurred? Because that's your case.
Trust me, I crumbled when I called the collection agency and they said, well, now that you've paid it off, we can't go back into the account.
So you guys paid off?
Yes, ma'am. I paid.
See what you
paid. The direct TV bills. I paid it in
and so Miss Giddings won.
There's that receipts which you just asked for. I apologize.
You said something in your answer that upon moving out, you left the DirecTV supplies and equipment at the home for your ex-husband to pick up.
That's correct.
I read police reports where he was barred from coming to the home. You'd repeatedly called the police and said that he wasn't supposed to be there. You made a big issue about how he wasn't supposed to be there. And now your defense in this lawsuit was that he was supposed to come by the house and pick up this stuff and clean up after you moved.
Someone tell her no.
I did return it. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
There's no.
Yeah, that was not part of the 328.
Let's see. You have a bill?
Yes, and it is for the equipment and the service. And Your Honor, when I made
So your home is the same